Good morning, guys. Let us to discuss today the impact of fascism and Nazism on Africa. While in our previous lecture we discussed the impact of fascism and Nazism on the world. So fascism and Nazism brought different impact on Africa as followed. One was the attack of Ethiopia. So fascism and Nazism led to the attack of Ethiopia, whereby Italy in 1935 attacked Ethiopia so as it to dominate. So after Italy being adopted dictatorship ideology, used the force so as to attack Ethiopia and then dominate. So this was in 1935. Another was the eruption of the Second World War. Also fascism and Nazism contributed much to the eruption of the Second World War in Africa, in which African contributed much to the Second World War on side of their colonial domination. So before the First World War, Africa was being dominated by capitalist nations, including France, Germany, Italy, and the British. So during the war, they were advised or they were forced to assist their colonial masters. Also, the rise of apartheid policy in South Africa. The rise of apartheid policy in South Africa was another impact. So whereby the Boers in South Africa adopted dictatorship ideology from Nazism and fascism, that they could be able to exploit and dominate people in South Africa and their neighboring countries, including Namibia. Another was the delay of Portuguese colonies to regain independence. The delay of Portuguese colonies to regain the independence. So the Portuguese colonies delayed to regain the independence colonies. For example, Portuguese under General Salazar delayed to regain independence, which undermined the tribals to struggle. On top of that, these colonies used the armed struggle so as to force these nations and those people who struggled for their independence. So something which led to the delay of independence. For example, South Africa. Also, the rise of dictatorship in Africa was another impact. The rise of dictatorship in Africa, whereby those leaders in Africa adopted dictatorship ideology, which from Italy and Germany. For example, Idi Amin Dada in Uganda. Another impact was the development of racial segregation. Also, most of African nations developed racial segregation as the policy from fascism and Nazism. So the aim was in the indigenous to segregate foreigners. For example, in Uganda, 1971, Ugandans segregated Indians and Asians. Another fascism and Nazism led to the development of fascist brutalism. Fascism and Nazism led to the rise of fascist brutalism, as well as settler colonies, whereby the settlers adopted dictatorship in these colonies. Example, in Zimbabwe, there was the element of fascist brutalism. So thank you for our discussion. Thank you for listening. This is the end of our discussion, and the next period we will discuss the similarities between fascism and Nazism in the world. So thank you. For more information, you can find me through telephone number 0762 41 51 90, 0762 41 51 90. Thank you.